And welcome into the D Event Center on the campus of Weber State University. The side of the 5A Girls State Championship basketball game on KSLSports.com. Dusty Litzter and Dane Stewart with you. We've got a fun one here in the 5A final. The reigning 5A champion Springville Red Devils taking on Bountiful. Dane, this is a lot of fun. We've seen the Harvey sisters. They've got McConkey, got so many other pieces. They've earned their way here. Last year got to the semifinals, this year to the championship game. This is a contrasting style. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it should be. And, you know, one of the things that cannot wait for, you look at this Springville team, really defined by their backcourt, Bountiful defined by their front court. It's going to be two different matchups, and we'll see which one can win out.
It'll be a lot of fun. We talk about the Harvey sisters and Jordan Harvey, the senior, Taylor Harvey, the sophomore. And going to be interesting to watch the experience of the Springville team. 4 consecutive years of making it to the championship game. They've won the last 2 5A titles. And to see the difference in how that experience can work is what we saw last game, Lone Peak and Sky Ridge.
Yeah, it is. And we'll see if that carries through today. We talk about this backcourt, Ellie Esplin, Brooke Pennington. So good, and obviously Kayla Perez right there. Maddie Galbraith has made some really nice plays for Springville as well. It's the pressure defense, and Bountiful's going to have a way to take care of the basketball, not allow the pressure of 1-2 Esplin Pennington to get to him.
As Bountiful led by head coach Joel Burton, he'll be taking on reigning 5A Coach of the Year and the namesake of the 5A Coach of the Year plaque, Holly Averett. As Holly, someone we got to know the last few years, won that award from us twice. And those one with the state title, one without. But it's just been a lot of fun to get to know, see these kids play. And it's hard to think that this will be the end of the girls basketball season for us. This is the second game of 4 of championship day.
Yeah, and yeah, that is weird. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, it all wraps up here.
It wraps up in this one. Of course, we got this 5A game. Following up will be the boys 6A championship and then the boys 5A championship. But we are set and ready to go. It'll be Pennington, Esplin, Galbraith, Poray, and Durfee for Coach Holly Averett. And then it'll be Jordan Harvey ready to jump up against Durfee with Taylor Harvey. Satawala hands off to McConkey. And then along the baseline is Claire Cook.
We talk about this pressure that Springville likes to bring. The freshman's going to learn by experience today. Malika Satawala, freshman for Bountiful. She's been really strong all week long. See how she handles it.
There is Satawala in the key. Goes at Pennington, but can't get that one to go. And the rebound claimed by Ellie Esplin. This is her 3rd state championship game. She was part of the buzzer-beating win. Lauren Deedy beating Farmington. As on the drive, Galbraith maybe blocked from behind there by Harvey. Stolen by Kayla Poray. She was the star of last year's title game.
Yeah, had a big game down at BYU.
Hopefully it goes a little cleaner for her this time. Remember, she had her tooth knocked out last year.
I was going to say mouth guard in place. And
they're going to have a screen foul there on Durfee. I saw her turn right there.
Yeah, she kind of comes away from that screen before it ever is really utilized.
What she really needed was her teammate to pull on a 3, and she sticks her hands out. That's supposedly okay. As that one doesn't go, and out of bounds. I say that in jest. We have so many officials now that watch us, thanks to some other friends and people we've had on broadcasts that they all watch. And
we jest a lot. We're just jesting.
We want them to be able to figure that out for themselves.
Just jesting?
Just jesting.
No?
Just jesting.
Just jesting.
There we go. That's a new term. It is back the other way on the drive. Poray lost the handle. Durfee goes to the floor, and it's picked up by Cook. And now Satawala. Satawala lost the handle, and it's Esplin with the steal.
And Coach Averett yelling, go, get up the floor. We've already seen the length disrupt Springville a couple times on offensive possessions.
And Pennington recently picked up an offer from the College of Southern Idaho. Doesn't get that one to go. And the rebound into the hands of Satawala.
That's a great spot. right next to one of my favorite places in the world, Shoshone Falls. You know it? You do not. It's amazing.
I'm not going to lie to you. I can't remember what city CSI is in. As they send that out, the three on the way, and good from McConkey, representing Bountiful well.
It's the Magic Valley, Twin Falls, where CSI is. But how about that three from McConkey? If Bountiful can hit that shot, that will go a long ways in this afternoon's contest.
McConkey's represented a lot of threes this week. Strong representation from McConkey. As Esplin hands back to Pennington. Brooke comes off the screen at Durfee. As Durfee at the junction. Baseline.
Good defensive communication here by Bountiful. A couple switches. They've all been in the right spot.
Three on the shot clock. Durfee got that off just in time. I was a little surprised that Poirier didn't put the shot up. She had that body check there from, another one there from Satawala. This game being called a little differently than we saw in the 6A title game.
I thought there was contact on that drive there. No call coming, but how about Springville chasing down the loose ball? One of the things Bountiful is going to learn early on in this game is Springville hustles. Like few teams that they have played against.
As they're trying to find that ball inside. Harvey's pass picked off by Ellie Esplin. Esplin on the run. Goes at Taylor Harvey. Over the top, no. Nice job of Harvey to alter that shot. The putback by Esplin, no. No contact on that call as well. And somewhere, Sarah Bartholomew and Danya Perkins, the post from last game, were like, where was that last game? And out of bounds off of Harvey.
And you already see this dynamic, right? So you've got scoring guards from Springville trying to penetrate against length in the front court for Bountiful. And you've got the front court Bountiful hasn't really been able to possess because the defensive intensity of the guard line from Springville isn't letting the ball get up the floor. It's why we say two very different roster constructs and natures going head to head, and which wins out, we'll see.
Kayla Poirier reverses, blocked away by Harvey. Pennington on the drive, goes at Harvey and gets it to go. Wear that sleeve because you can take a slap on the wrist. Oh, now on the run, Satawala. Esplin got back. Satawala had to go left hand.
Yeah, it looked like a 2-on-1, and Esplin, next thing you knew, she was back in positioning.
Here comes Kayla Poirier. Kayla down the lane. Harvey again altering his shot. The ball out of bounds, and we will go back to Bountiful. So we're at 3:42 left in the first. We're at a media timeout. 3-2, Bountiful leading Springville. You're watching the 2023 5A Girls State Championship basketball game on KSLSports.com, your online home for state championships.
Okay.
It's almost mission call open season here in the state of Utah. And if you've got a missionary getting ready to go out to the field, the Modern Missionary, get them outfitted for their service. Go to Modern Missionary's website. You can register online and get a free shirt and washable tie with registration. And if you've had a missionary go out before, you know if you can knock out one of those shirts and ties, man, that's almost $100 right there in savings. Yeah, the Modern Missionary.
Bottom line savings. It's right back in your pocket, right there.
Yes. We're always looking for those nickels and dimes.
Yeah. It's a lot of nickels and a lot of dimes.
Like all those nickels and dimes you have in your pocket. .335 left in the opening quarter. And a low-scoring game, but it's been up and down the floor. A lot of shots at the rim, yet Harvey has 3 blocks, Taylor Harvey. They go into Jordan. Jordan with Durfee. Nice contest there from Durfee, but a better offense there from Jordan Harvey.
He does really good at contest. And again, if you can get in the front court here, you're going to have matchup advantages just due to length. That's a nice finish there by Jordan.
Jordan with the block on this end on Kayla Poirier. On the other end, Satawal has that one stolen by Galbraith. That's the thing. You put it down, you get this 3-guard line from for Holly Everett. They're going to be able to take those away from you. I'm going to guess some ears are going to be a little sore at the end of this game.
Some ears?
Yeah, some ears.
About 6 of them?
Yep. Whoever's running the sidelines, I mean, they're going to be they're going to have a headache at the end of this one. As Ellie Esplin sends out to Poirier. And only because this game has been physical from the beginning. Send that one over.
I think both teams trying to kind of find the flow and what are we going to allow and what tempo can we play with and physicality.
Come off 5 seconds on the shot clock. Pennington off the window, and Brooke Pennington with 4 points in the opening quarter.
Great take there by Brooke. Hasn't been intimidated by the length today. She's gone right at it.
She's got family in California watching the stream. As Harvey gets some space on that, couldn't get it to go.
3 Red Devil defenders there.
Ellie Esplin crosses into the paint. Junction J short, and the rebound taken by Stevenson, and now the foul to Durfee. Number 2 on Durfee, and that's going to bring Sammy Stepp onto the floor for Coach Holly Everett. Our officials today, Steph Stassen, Lynn Hone, and Chris Anderson. Curious to see if one of the officials, he's still got a little two-step in him. Stevenson on the run. Leaves it for Taylor. Harvey has it stripped away by Poirier. Galbraith, I thought maybe to be a call there.
Yeah.
No. Take notes. Down the lane. And a charge to Harvey. That's not going to be very popular.
Yeah. This side's not going to like it, but I'll tell you, I thought that was the right call.
Remember the rule. The rule's not about movement. Are you in defensive position on the back part of the floor? And I've said before, I don't want to be block charge guy inside the lane. But Poirier sends out to Galbraith. Now Ellie Esplin. Esplin floated in the lane and score it. The first non-Pennington points, and it's a 1-point advantage to Springville.
Feels like Springville's starting to kind of figure out how to move the basketball here, how to get some shots. Bountiful doing a lot of switching.
Satwal over to McConkey. And Bountiful finds some offense. Has been a bit. As Taylor Harvey skipped to Stevenson. Now inside to McConkey. McConkey lost the handle going up. Back over to Harvey. Taylor. Kind of an awkward shot trying to step through there. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound to Galbraith.
Yeah, Galbraith is defending Harvey on that play. She's so locked into that defensive assignment. She doesn't realize that ball's actually right behind her, but it talks about her defensive intensity. She knows, hey, I got to limit Taylor today if we want a shot at another state championship.
Step sends that out to Galbraith. Galbraith got around Stevenson and maybe blocked, partially tipped there by Taylor Harvey. He's down the floor. Jordan now to Stevenson. McConkey, she had a 3 early on. 10 seconds on the game clock. Reverses, and there'll be free throws here for McConkey.
I think this is going to go on Poirier. Just gives up that baseline. I don't know if she's thinking if the call was there. Maybe some body. Those arms are certainly peeled back. Hard to tell there.
Yeah. Everybody get all your stuff tucked in.
We need some proper uniform etiquette. I did notice last night, and look, I say this with all the love in my heart because I love the team. Jordy Barnes That thing is free flowing.
Yes, it is. He is,
and there was not one stoppage on it.
He's more Fab Five than anybody in the state right now.
But like the jersey's out, it's dangling, and I didn't see one time it get corrected.
We had some other players we've seen this week, and so I don't want to say it's hit and miss, but it's hit and miss.
Yeah. Just for what it's worth, not much.
I want to make jokes, but I don't want people to think I'm serious. Is that McConkey free throw is good, and we're tied at 6. 9 seconds left. Here comes Pennington with 6. 5, Pennington with 4. Pennington at the horn. Oh, just couldn't get it to go. And it's just only fitting. The game has been evenly physical in this first quarter. We're even on the scoreboard. Going into the second quarter, it's Springville 6, Bountiful 6. You're watching the 2023 5A Girls State Championship basketball game on KSLSports.com. Start of the second quarter, Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you. Coming from the D Event Center at Weber State. I want to thank all of our support we've gotten this week. Weber State's been terrific as they typically are. Very easy to work with, very accommodating. All the stuff we had to get done is inside. Oh, Galbraith misses the bunny. Got a little pressure from behind and missed the point-blank shot. McConkey goes to base. So did Harvey have 8 blocks in that first quarter like in my mind it was?
It certainly felt like that. You know, it's interesting. These two teams played once already this year, Dusty. Bountiful got that win, got off to a great start in the first half. I think it was close to or was a double-digit lead at the break. And Springville was able to come back in that second half. The Red Devils fighting in this one early, keeping it close.
Pennington hands back to Esplin. Nelly had 2 points in that first quarter. Poirier did not score in the opening frame, and there is a bucket to Sammy Stepp. Tell me if your bingo card had Sammy Stepp scoring before Kayla Poirier. I don't think it did.
It did not.
Loose ball taken by Stepp. Galbraith. Oh. Remember?
Of course, I'm always a believer that I'm given the bad bingo card, so.
I always feel snake bit playing bingo. Even with the little fun ones there, the kids are like, oh, why? It doesn't like me.
By the way, according to official stats, just 2 blocks for Bountiful. 1 for Jordan and 1 for Taylor.
Well, Dusty just narrates the game incorrectly. It's not ball tracked down by Esplin. Because Jed Parkinson would know better than me, especially in Curtis Pettingill. Send out Galbraith with 2. As the shot clock sounds, the ball will go out of bounds, and it will be Bountiful basketball.
Yeah, in fact, you look at that first quarter, it's interesting because it speaks to the defensive nature of this game. Springville took 15 shots.
Wow.
3 of 15 from the floor. Bountiful just 2 of 8. But you look at the turnovers, 6 first quarter turnovers for Bountiful.
Amazing.
That's a lot.
Well, we had corner, remember Lone Peak the last game, 10 turnovers in the first half.
Yeah.
Giving us Sky Ridges. Cook cuts and pass from Harvey picked off by Galbraith.
Yeah, there's another one.
The defense from Springville, you know it translates. It's like anything else. They play really good defense. It's going to go wherever they play. And it's going to find the offense to get going. Is Harvey waiting on that one? She goes after it. And the bucket goes for Galbraith. And it's a 4-point Red Devil advantage.
Springville will not be intimidated. Was it 6-2 to start?
Yes.
I was thinking it was. Yeah, so it'd be an 8-0 run here.
And a little miscommunication in the screen, looking for the handoff as Esplin with the loose ball sends it back out. Kayla Poirier still yet to get a bucket. Esplin long on the three, and the rebound will go out of bounds, and it'll be Bountiful basketball.
I'm probably going to make Bountiful here really mad, and I apologize. Bountiful's not lost to a 5A or 6A team this year. Just the one loss to Ridgeline, the only loss for Bountiful.
Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. 5:24 left in the half. Springville leads by 4.
Okay.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
So the timeout. Springville going to keep the defense pressure on. Leading by 4 points. We see this a lot of times at Springville, that it's like playing American Fork boys. An 8-point game can feel like it's 18 when they play just really solid defense. Not going to do anything that wows you, but just very fundamentally sound. They get in the right spacing and everything else.
Well, and right now, Jordan's on the bench for Bountiful, so Taylor on the floor, and see if that maybe helps them to space out the floor a little bit and get that entry into the paint.
Stevenson short on the three, and the rebound taken by Galbraith.
And that's the other element, is the rebounding. It was 10-8 in that first quarter. Springville right in it, battling for those second, third chance opportunities.
Poirier long on the three. Quickly ahead. Here's Satawala. Satawala goes at Poirier. Poirier stayed straight up. Did not go into her space, and that one doesn't go. So the board to Springville. Poirier sends out to Esplin. And now we've set up the offense for Coach Holly Averett.
Bountiful's almost gone 8 minutes without points. Their last field goal came 3:23 in the first quarter.
And you see the difference Harvey makes. She's lurking in the back of the key there on the shot that is altered there. So 4:15 left in the half. And a 4-point advantage. Here's Taylor Harvey.
Look at her direct. Come over here.
They're begging for it, and there comes a steal from Pennington. Pennington with Stevenson on her hip. Goes up and lays it in. Defense leads offense for Brooke Pennington. She's got 6.
Yeah, she'd fit in Idaho very well. That a kid, Brooke. That's a great job. She sees what Taylor's trying to direct. Like, all right, I'll come. Able to get the steal.
Every time it gets a little loud, I keep looking, trying to figure out what the yelling's for. And so
I don't know what we're yelling about.
I don't. Keep sending me tweets with all caps. I don't understand it. Sending that ball in the corner. McConkey passes up the three, drives the baseline, reverses, stepped out of bounds.
I mean, it's, as an opposing team, it's got to be so frustrating to watch, because it's just like, we should be able to get this ball inside. We should be able to execute it, and yet we're so good defensively, it's much easier said than done.
Media timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:24 left in the half. You're watching the 5A Girls State Championship basketball game.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
Okay.
As always, Rewind Sports Network presented by Heinemann & Associates. Go to utah.law, find the law office nearest you, get a free consultation. Just let them know the Rewind sent you. And for our friends at Springville, the headquarters are just across the street from Riverside Golf Course to the River Bottoms in Provo. But again, go to utah.law, the Heinemann & Associates know the Rewind sent you. So Pennington hands back to Esplin. 15 on the shot clock. Baseline Galbraith sends up top to Step. Now Kayla Poirier. Kayla going to back things out. 8 seconds on the shot. Down to 5. Poirier back to Galbraith for 3. It was short in the rebound to Satawala. To Satawala. Up top of Cook. Cook falls away and hits. Remember, she had 6 points in that semifinal yesterday.
And that's the first point in it was almost 9 minutes.
Wow. There they opened the game 6-2. As Esplin lost the handle. It was McConkey with the steal, maybe caused there by Cook. And the foul to Ellie Esplin. So number 1 on Ellie, the 4th team foul on the Red Devils.
And just for context, we talked about these two teams played already. At the end of the first half in the first matchup, it was 27-14 was the halftime score for Bountiful. Been a very different story here in this first half.
Again, we heard like this eruption. I can't see anything. As you come back the other way, Satawala gets to the rim and finishes. First points for the freshman.
I really thought she had a big opportunity in this game to make a big impact, be a critical player for Bountiful. And here's a steal.
Got the steal from Pennington, and the layup goes and one.
And you can see just how quickly this Bountiful offense can attack. They've been held under wraps for 9 minutes. Boom, boom, boom. Tie ball game with a chance for the lead.
Timeout, Holly Everett. 1:55 left in the half. We're tied at 12. We'll come back with the free throw for Bountiful.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
So we'll have the free throw here for Satawala. She's on a personal 4-0 run. And it's a Bountiful lead. The first lead since it was 6-4. So here's Pennington. Now to Esplin. Brooks sends out. Galbraith in the key. Got to get rid of it. 3 seconds. Get that ball just barely out. Here comes Esplin. Now Poirier.
Feels like Bountiful is much more settled defensively as well.
Yeah, Galbraith on the drive. Couldn't get it. And the rebound to McConkey. McConkey going to get to the rim. Oh! Cook was coming down. McConkey wanted to throw it out for the 3. And it's a turnover. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. I thought she maybe had an opportunity, little runner off the window. I don't mind that pass either. I mean, you really have your pick there. That just sails on her.
She was expecting Cook to be there. And
Yeah.
Cook was coming down to get help with the rebound. So 13-12. The lead to Bountiful. Up top, Pennington. Sends out Poirier. Now Brooke will pull, flat-footed three. 9 points now for Brooke Pennington.
Yeah, and that's so critical because you had Jordan out there, and she's kind of hedging to take away that drive, so she's playing soft. You got to hit that three, make her commit. That'll open up that driving lane on future possessions.
There's Jordan Harvey. Hands back to Satuala. High to Taylor Harvey. Now it's McConkey. Now Taylor. 9 on the shot clock. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. A little discombobulated as Satuala loses the handle. And that'll be a shot clock violation.
No, we got a kick ball. Oh, goodness. Coach Averett just got her steps in for the day. She came running out, trying to plead her case.
And I've never seen officials get together and say, hey, do we really have a kick ball? So it was 1 second on the shot clock, but the violation would reset the shot clock. So shot clock's turned off with 11.4 left on the game clock. Cook into the corner, Satuala. Off on the three, rebound to Pennington. 5 seconds. Poirier with three. Kayla Poirier at the horn. And it's a 4-point Springville lead as we go to the break. Defense leads to offense in a transition bucket for Springville. Red Devils 17, Bountiful 13. You're watching the 2023 5A Girls State Championship basketball game on KSLSports.com. Your season-long home for high school basketball. And welcome back to the half. Springville 17, Bountiful 13. Before we go back to the game, let's find out. Let's go back to another rewind flashback brought to you by Vince Francis.
For Weber, Jake Lindsay had 3 passing touchdowns, 2 of them to Cannon DeVries, as the Weber Warriors 28-3 over the Bountiful Braves. Just in 2018 as they did in 2017, you can call 801-314-4040 to get that free injury assessment set up.
Absolutely.
I know, he was buzzing around me too.
It landed on my nose. When you got a flat nose, that means it's really close to your freaking eyes. You're touching my eyelashes there. And you got it on camera. Isn't that awesome?
It is not awesome. It is not awesome.
I'll tell you what, that first bug, he didn't know who he was dealing with. Just to give him the death stare. Ooh.
That was to Vince, because I was trying to stay calm, and it was like the 18th time that sucker buzzed past my face. But yeah, I got a flat nose, man. So when you get a bug on my nose, I mean, seriously, I have a nose, and I've been told I have long eyelashes. I don't know what long eyelashes look like other than my own. But yeah, they're super close. Vince has had so much fun with this week. Luckily, he doesn't have the video he really wants. And that was me singing between innings that we went over the air during the baseball tournament last year.
Hey,
although other people want to hear it.
I've heard you hum the national anthem. You're not bad.
Thank you.
You're not bad.
Thank you. Dane picked up the guitar this year.
Yes, he did.
You singing with the guitar?
No, he just picked it up and put it back down.
No, but you're going to sing with it too, right?
I don't know.
Little Iron butterfly.
I gotta figure out all the fingering before I start worrying about adding words to it.
Yeah,
so.
You're going to be learning In the Garden of Eden by Iron Butterfly, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Get ready for the second half. It is Springville, the reigning queens of 5A basketball, leading 17-13, Dane. And there's some trends into this game that are really interesting.
Well, there's some stuff that Bountiful fans, you might want to mute the stream for. This is not going to be pretty. Only 14 shots in the first half for Bountiful, 13 turnovers.
Wow.
And off of those 13 turnovers, Springville has 15 points. 15 of Springville's 17 points are off Bountiful turnovers.
Yeah, that's almost 2 points a turnover, yeah.
I mean,
that's bad basketball.
Stat of the day.
Stat of the day. Bop, bop. Stat of the day.
Dang. Springville 8 of 27, 1 of 5 from 3, 11 rebounds. Like really, Bountiful's done a decent job defensively. You just got to quit giving them the basketball.
Yeah, they got to take. Well, you think about it: 14 shots, 13 turnovers. I mean, that's the difference because it's 27 shot attempts on the other end of the floor for Springville. Satawala inside the freshman couldn't get that one to go. The rebound to Poirier. As Kayla hands that one back to Brooke Pennington. Good to see some football players in the building today.
Yes, sir.
Of course, Falatea Satawala is going to be here. I believe it was Corbin Cottle that was here, the future Ag. As Pennington steps inside the arc and rolls home the jumper, and it's a 6-point Red Devil lead. Of course, this matchup, what am I thinking? I don't know if I want to share this yet or not. As Cook sends this one up top to Falatea Satawala.
Bad memories or something, or what?
Well, Walker Deedy from Ryder Burton Part 2 this year. As Harvey going to draw the foul here on Durfee. That's number 3 on Durfee. And that's just, yeah, I mean, she leaves her feet. Does Harvey, I don't think we can get a look at it here. Let's look at the celebration first. But yeah, she kind of came underneath her as she left her feet. It was a good call.
The fewest points Bountiful has scored this year. You know what it is?
35.
41 in the semifinal against Skyline.
Really?
Yeah.
And GK did a great job living that game defensively. She offensively wasn't as big of a part of that game yesterday.
Yeah.
That was yesterday, right?
No, 2 days ago. Yesterday was 6A. No, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday. It's been on one of those weeks. This is game 26 of the week.
Yeah.
So they kind of melt together.
Yeah, because they ran, 6A
6A was Tuesday, Thursday.
Yep. Yeah, so 5A gets the later games today, and the girls, and then the boys because they played yesterday. Yeah.
And a traveling violation there on Esplin. You can jump stop. He can't jump stop and then take the step.
That's how the rule is written as well. That's official verbiage.
That's why I memorized it. I'm like Mike Ross on Suits. Is on the take, and McConkey with 5 points.
I mean, Lizzie and Malika have 11 of their 17.
Pennington's shot doesn't go, and it's Satawala with the board. Harvey scored her first points of the day in that last possession. Has a chance to tie or take the lead on this end. Cook cut off by Pennington, and then they get the charge to Cook.
Yeah, Bountiful fans don't like that one, and I can understand the frustration on that. I see Pennington getting back. That arm does come out.
Once that arm gets extended, I would like them to start calling it more on bring the ball up the floor.
I agree.
In the arm bar.
Look, I've got an official who we're going to have like a 5-hour dinner to go through that one because I got
second
opinions.
time.
Yeah, I got opinions, and they need to be heard.
We can do that again. Oh, it's Harvey with the block. Taylor Harvey on the run. Harvey pulls inside the lane. Won't go. Rebound out of bounds off of Bountiful. Go back down the floor with the Red Devils.
It's a good enough look here for Taylor. Just wouldn't go down.
Off the hands of Cook. It's been a fun week at the Purple Palace.
I'm telling you, the air conditioner works.
And I'm here for it. I am all about it. Nice and.
I wore short sleeves one day this week, and I left my coat on the whole day. And I was like, all right, sweaters the rest of the week.
I will gladly take it. As lost the handle, did Poirier, sent it back up top. And the three from Poirier won't go. The rebound taken by Satawala. As Harvey brings it back down, send the ball in the corner to McConkey.
That is the thing. Springville has not shot the ball at a high percentage today. The turnovers have really been keeping them in it.
Step had it and lost it. Harvey picks it up, and we're tied at 19. 4 points in the third quarter for Taylor Harvey. On the take, and Pennington. Oh, what a bucket from Brooke Pennington. And Springville goes back on top, 21-19.
She's like Springville's breath. Just take a breath.
Hey, we said it on Wednesday. What do you need me to do? Okay, I'll go do it.
Yep.
As McConkey sends that to Harvey. And good hands by Galbraith. Better shot by Taylor Harvey. That's now 6 points in the quarter.
It's probably the appropriate response by a man who's like, really? Like, what? I had that. That was all ball.
Yeah, it was all ball. Great hands there by Harvey to be able to finish that.
Yep.
Up top of Galbraith. Now Pennington. Sent over to Poirier. Kayla on the drive, leaves it for Galbraith. Got Harvey off her feet, sends out to Esplin. Ellie in the lane, sends out for three. Sammy step for three.
So important for Springville to hit some of those timely shots.
And the first turnover of the third quarter for Bountiful.
Because I was just going to say, Bountiful's defense does look like it's finding itself. It's handing off much better. It's communicating much better. Big three.
Full timeout on the floor. 3:18 left in the third. Springville 24, Bountiful 21. We'll be right back. It's Mission Call open season in the state of Utah. And if you got a missionary getting ready to go to the field, let our friends at Modern Missionary help you get outfitted for their service. Go to Modern Missionary's website and go register your missionary and get a free shirt and washable tie. But we are still kind of getting some things figured out. The possession looks to be right. I wonder if the timeout situation, we usually don't get clarifications after stuff like this. Dan Barney's not there, and Jeff is the Golden Tones. But not sure what the conversation is here. So Brooklyn Pennington gets that ball into Esplin. Ellie got free. The shot now, the foul is going to be called here. And walking in was Smith. Smith was underneath her. And that's a foul and 2 free throws for Ellie Esplin. We'll go back to a timeout. We'll just mute. We'll step aside. We'll be right back. Welcome back in. And we haven't brought this up yet, that this was last year's semifinal matchup. It was a 41-21 victory for Springville last year at the Huntsman Center. So Esplin at the line for 2 free throws. And calmly hits the first.
That might be. Have we had free throws in the third quarter?
I don't think so.
So I think that's the first free throw of the day for Springville.
Wow.
Because they didn't have one in the first half.
No, Pennington did have a free throw. Well, no.
Yeah, it was an and one,
yeah,
right?
It
was an and one. Yep.
So Springville picking back up the defensive pressure here with step with Harvey. Taylor hands back to Jordan. Jordan to the corner to Cook. Trying to send that back in. Esplin got a tip there. Ball tipped around, and it's Pennington coming away with the loose ball. And Pennington has it taken away by Taylor Harvey. Now Jordan will pull for 3. Goes in and out. Rebound saved in by Step. On the run, Pennington finds Kayla Poirier. Harvey back. Poirier gets it to go. Her first points of the day.
Well, she scored in the second quarter.
Back the other way, Stevenson. And Cook, jump ball. I think jump ball better than travel. Either way, ball's going to Springville.
First of all, how about the throw to get Poirier in stride? How about Poirier not traveling on that because there was a lot of ground to cover? And then back on this end is Pennington again, able to come on the help as Bountiful was trying to attack on the run, and just like that, Bountiful ties it up, and boom, Springville puts together a run.
I forgot how much fun it is to watch Holly Averett on the sideline. I've totally forgotten it until like the last few minutes. And now the foul down low. She's so into the game.
Movement without the basketball. Haley Smith picking up her second. You see that cut in and just late to recognize it. Inside, the foul being called there on Smith.
So Pennington will trigger in as Claire Cook comes off the floor. They trigger in to Kayla Poirier. This matchup with she and Jordan Harvey's been a good one to watch.
See that little head bob by Poirier? She's looking right, works left.
Esplin swatted away by Harvey. With a little bit of authority there from the sophomore.
Third quarter, we've had definitive blocks. That block number is going to go up when we get our third quarter stats.
Yeah. We give out the Dusty Dane stat sheet. As Ellie Esplin on a terrific inbound play gets the bucket, and now by this, a 9-point Springville lead.
Yeah, 13-8 third quarter.
You see him clamp down defensively as Harvey hands over to sister Jordan. Send in the quarter. Smith back up top, Satawala. Satawala the corner to Stevenson for three. Back rimmed, rebound, Satawala. And Poirier comes down to dig it out and takes it away. On the run, Pennington. Wisely pulls it back out, sends it to Poirier. Galbraith now to Pennington, 20 on the shot clock. And a player control foul there on Bountiful will be team foul number 4. And the foul goes to Stevenson. And she'll come off and McConkey will come in.
Number 22, Lizzie McConkey. Replacing Emily Stevenson.
Ellie Esplin. Back rims to 3 and a rebound to Harvey. Taylor drives the baseline. Nice take, gets the foul call on Galbraith. It'll be free throws for Taylor Harvey.
Galbraith does a pretty good job, but see that bar and the reach around there? Caught there with the contact.
I'm wondering, Galbraith's got to have connections to Carbon County. There was a longtime math teacher. It wasn't my math teacher. My older sibling's math teacher, Galbraith.
It's the only explanation, really.
It is. Well, Springville and Carbon County.
I know. Yeah, they're not that far apart.
Just the funnest canyon drive in all of America. Highway 6. As Harvey gets the free throws to go.
I don't dare, because Dusty told me you can tell people who don't know that canyon, and I don't want to be that guy. So
you can drive Sardine, and I'll drive Price Canyon. Springville and Spanish Fork people incorrectly call it Spanish Fork Canyon. We don't even call it Helper Canyon. This is Price Canyon. Send that to the junction. The jumper there for Galbraith. No, the rebound taken by Jordan Harvey.
It's a good closeout there by Taylor Harvey. Right now, again, it's just contesting and trying to get Springville to doubt themselves, second-guess themselves. Tough to do.
The bunny just would not stay down for Haley Smith. Shot clock turned off. There is a shot clock in Utah High School basketball, but it's turned off. As we go down to 15 seconds left in the quarter. Pennington has that one taken away by Satawala. The freshman with the steal and the easy lay-in to close out the third quarter. We go to the final quarter of the girls' basketball season, and it's Springville, the reigning champions, 30, and Bountiful 25. You're watching the 2023 5A Girls State Championship basketball game on KSLSports.com, your season-long home for high school basketball. Start of the fourth quarter. Dusty Litster and Dane Stewart with you in the final quarter of the girls' basketball season in the state of Utah. Send that ball inside. Satawala, just like she did in the first half, a little personal 4-0 run. And it's a 3-point game.
Boy, that's still so big at the end of the third. Give Bountiful a little bit of confidence. You come out, you execute well, and just like that, it's down to one possession.
Pennington gets some space. Can't get the J to go on the rebound to Jordan Harvey. And here's the thing for Bountiful. As frustrating as the day has been, it's a one-possession game in the fourth quarter. I thought that was going to go.
I did too.
As that is Harvey with the backside board. That's a traveling violation. It's been a travel all day. We've had that multiple sides. The exact same move. You can come to the jump stop. You can't take the extra step. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, I always thought that had to be jump stop, yeah.
If you come down, boop, it has to come down, go boom. No, boom. Right? That's exactly how it's in the videos.
Yeah, it's even just boop, boop.
Pennington misses. And Esplin with the rebound. And we're going to have a travel or a foul. Timeout.
Timeout.
Yeah, Coach Harvey saying, hey, is that a travel? But we don't have it on the replays. We apologize about that. We'll keep everyone's blood pressure calm. 6:57 left in the fourth. 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. Coming up next is going to be the 6A championship game. The third time could be a charm for American Fork, as it's been the last two state championships for Ryan Cuff. Remember, he's looking for his third state title, the head coach of American Fork. A couple years ago here at Weber State, they were 0-2 against Pleasant Grove, got the dub and the title. Last year, they were 0-2 against Corner Canyon, go down to the Marriott Center, and they got the dub and the state championship. He's now looking for his third in 4 years as the head coach of AF.
Bountiful up to 18 turnovers through three quarters.
I think you look back in this game, wherever it goes, you'd like to have the win and not worry about it. But if it's not to go their way, you look at that, that's where you leave going, man.
Yeah, you circle that.
So they got essentially the entire fourth quarter here in a one-possession game as Ellie Esplin has to terminate, sending up top to Poirier. Kayla been quiet today. Good job by Jordan Harvey defensively as Pennington misses on that shot. She saw that hard close. I was surprised to see the shot attempt there from Pennington. Out of bounds off of Bountiful. Then it'll be a fresh shot clock. But I don't think it was supposed to reset there. We've had some questions about the shot clock reset off of the ball going off the defense. We've had a couple times this week. I think I failed to ask our official friends.
Yeah, the Bountiful bench is still wondering about that, but it appears as though the officials are unified on that call.
Harvey with the steal. Taylor ahead to Satawala. Satawala can't get it. Out of bounds. No, have a foul. So 2 free throws coming to the freshman, Satawala.
Yeah, that's foul going to go on Esplin. Going to be her second. I was doubting myself. I don't know why I do that, Dusty.
Breathe some confidence into you. Satawala misses on the front end. She'll have one more.
We've not seen a lot of free throws today. That's just the 6th free throw for Bountiful, and it was just 2 for Springville.
And the second, man, about to buckle it in. We'll see if that continues here down the stretch as it's going to get a little more tense in the building. Outside with Brooke Pennington. That's one straight away with Poirier. Harvey with her. Kayla force it up and score it. So lead now 4 for Springville. Smith will hand off to Satawala. Ellie Esplin out there with the freshman. It's Jordan Harvey at the junction. Finds the cutting Smith as Durfee lost her man.
Yeah.
It's a layup.
Yeah, movement without the basketball, and you get a little comfortable. Nice job finding Haley Smith and an easy lay-in.
Oh, nice shake there by Galbraith. Didn't go up. The 3-second violation, absolutely. Good defense there by Harvey, and it's a 3-second call.
Yeah. I actually think she might have been caught a little bit by surprise. She had an initial gap there. And that's why I say the importance of continuing to contest on all those shots, because you just want that seed planted. In a moment like that, it comes to fruition and helps out Bountiful.
Up the floor with Harvey. Sent over to McConkey, hand off to Smith, who had the bucket on last possession. A chance to tie or take the lead. Inside, Taylor Harvey got it to go. And once again, I think Galbraith got her hand on that ball as it was going up. And we're tied at 32. Ellie sends that ball out Galbraith. Poirier finds Durfee. Left-hand shot, no, got her own board. Durfee inside is fouled, and there'll be 2 free throws to Durfee.
Told you, no one hustles more than Springville. You get your own miss, you go right back at it, trying to attack there. And Durfee here heading to the line.
And the foul to Smith. And 5 team fouls on Bountiful. They'll have 1 to give. As the first free throw, no good.
Substitution for Springville, number 5, Semi Smith, replacing Maddie Galbraith.
So 1 free throw left here for Durfee. They're trying to give Springville the lead. And goes 0 for 2. Rebound to Harvey. And a chance for Bountiful to take the lead in this ballgame. They were down 30-21, if I remember right. Down the lane, saw Tawala count the bucket.
I thought this might have been before the shot. We'll see if they do count it.
Count it.
Wow.
So the lead to Bountiful, and I think correctly called.
And I didn't know if they were going to give the foul outside there to Poirier. And they do. And if it's on Poirier, then I'm saying that's not on the shot. There's the foul. That's before that ball's even up. But
the free throw, no good. Pennington with the rebound. As Pennington will back things out. And for the first time in a long time, Springville trailing this game. And we'll have a player control foul here on McConkey. That's the last foul to give. Oh, you see the wrap there on the
pulls
screen.
it off that screen, yeah.
You got to help the helper, not pull the screener. As Poirier with Smith. Kayla sends out 3 from step. Is there her second of the ball game? And it's a Springville lead, 35-34. Halfway through the fourth quarter, we'll have a timeout on the next dead ball, and there is a dead ball. The foul will be to Durfee. And number 4 on Durfee. And it'll be baseline inbound. That's a 15th foul on the Red Devils.
They're actually playing through here. Huh. I thought we were going to get media as well. They said, nope, keep going.
And out of bounds from Nesplin. Interesting.
Really more guidelines.
The free throw long, and here comes Springville. Pennington on the push. Brooke all the way to the rim, and the layup. And a 3-point Springville lead. 3:35 on a running clock.
Why are we Brooke Pennington fans? Because of that play right there. My goodness. How many guards can make that with the pressure and length?
Drop it into Harvey. Harvey, turn around. No. And somebody reached out to us and said, I think you're secret Brooke Pennington fans. I made sure last night to share. It's not a secret.
It's not secret. Watch her play. How could you not be?
Yeah. Been a three-year contributor, only because she lost a year with a knee injury. They come off the screen. It's Poirier for three. No, long on the triple. Kayla a little hopped up on Mountain Dew on that one.
You could. So were all the Springville fans. They knew how big that shot was.
And now a timeout to Bountiful. 2:50 left in the fourth quarter. Championship minutes coming up. Springville leads 37-34 on Bountiful. You're watching the 5A championship game.
Okay.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Two minutes and 50 seconds left. I want to remind you to go check out our post-game show. Dana will have those videos up. We'll go interview the winners of this game, their coaching staffs. One of our favorite videos of the year.
Always fun to get to talk to the players, especially in a moment of triumph and exhilaration.
As Satawala gets inside and scores again. How about this freshman keeping Bountiful? I want to say in it because they're in it.
I've got her with 12,
yeah,
and she's their leading scorer, according to what I have.
She scores in groups of 4. It was off the screen. Pennington hands off to Poirier. Kayla going to have Jordan Harvey with her. Down the lane. Oh, she widened out there with Taylor. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pennington off the screen. Pennington off the window. Gets it to go. And once again, a 3-point Springville advantage as we go inside of 2 minutes.
That's a senior going at a freshman. And Satchwell is in great position. It's just Brooke able to get that shot past her. Wow.
3 from McConkey. We're tied at 39.
That ball left her hands, and my eyebrows went up like that is good.
Great representation from McConkey. And we're tied up with 1:35 on a running clock. Pennington trying to fit that across the key. And Durfee, that's a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay here with Springville.
I see what you did there.
Done a little much today.
Nice little workage. I think that's one where maybe planning on that pass. And good defensive positioning there by Bountiful to help create the dual possession.
Quickly in, Poirier blocked away by Harvey. Kayla got it back. Sends it out. 15 on the shot clock.
Be patient here.
And Coach Averett takes a timeout. Minute 23 left in the fourth quarter. And we are in for a classic. The only way it could go. We'll be right back on the 5A state championship game.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Even when we don't see each other, or share a room, even without words, smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental. Schedule online at stonehavendental.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
One minute and 23 seconds left in the girls basketball season in the state of Utah. Dane, this is what we love.
It is. It is. Look, we thought the 6A might come down to this. Closing minutes got kind of stretched out, but, man, opportunities for these seniors and underclassmen as well to make big plays, try to deliver state championships to their respective squads.
Poirier has it stolen by Harvey. Taylor Harvey with a big defensive play. And now a chance for Bountiful to take a crucial lead.
Yeah, she's made big plays today. Number of blocks. And a real critical steal there for Bountiful.
The freshman Satawala hands back to McConkey. We go inside, 1 minute left. Jordan Harvey goes inside to Taylor Harvey. Back out, Jordan. Long on the three, rebound to Cook. Cook hanging, sends back out. And a timeout to Coach Burton. Springville wanted a 3-second call, didn't get it. And now a full timeout for Bountiful. Oh, doctor. I'll take this minute to remind you that we got the 6A boys game coming up with Corner Canyon, American Fork, and then 5A close out the night, Alta in Timpview.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, so you could have a scenario where never mind.
It's the battle of In-N-Out Burger and Draper. Is that what you're going with?
No, I was actually going to say one state champion from Alpine School District. And I was thinking, Region 4, but that doesn't quite, because Corner and Alta are both,
Canyons.
Sandy Draper, right? And then Springville, obviously, down south. And yeah. But I was just thinking, like, basketball, you think about Lone Peak and AF and Lehigh and, like, Skyrim, and all those programs have been right in the basketball belt. And could have to settle for one.
What they would argue is they're the everything belt, because they're right now holding almost all the belts.
Yeah.
You got 5A baseball, 6A baseball, 5A football,
you also have
6A football.
The current Mr. Rewind belt is down there.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really the belt.
It is. Well, here we go. 45 seconds left in the 5A season in girls basketball. All tied up at 39. This has got all the feelings of the Lauren Deedy Farmington game as they go into Satawala. About a 15-second difference between game clock and shot clock.
Springville does have a foul to give here.
As Cook was going to try to go high-low. Satawala with the shot. It's a 2, but it's a lead, 41-39.
You go to your freshman on a long 2. That's a foot inside a three-pointer.
Springville has one timeout left as Pennington hands back to Durfee, and Coach Aver wants a timeout with 16 seconds to go. How about this freshman, Satawala?
Wow. Man, the gumption to take that shot. We had a freshman in the first game in Kennedy who hit a critical shot from the corner. That's one where it's like if she misses that shot, she's going to hear, don't take that shot. That's a long 2, right? Like that used to be the old saying in basketball was take a step back and take the 3, right?
That's the new saying, yeah, absolutely.
Well, I said Olsen. I don't feel like I hear that much anymore. Maybe I'm crazy. But regardless, I love the confidence there. She knows she's open. She's had a great ball game tonight. I've got her with 14. Be able to hit that?
Been awesome.
Man.
She's been absolutely awesome. Remember, we'll have Dane was selected Heinemann Associates Player of the Game. But remember, after this one, look out for our videos. We'll come out on KSLSports.com, also on our social media pages as well, as we'll have the celebration videos with the state champions.
One other item. She wears 31. She's going to drill that. Reggie?
Ah, yes. Satawala time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Doesn't cross her hands, though. But
how about the run, too? You mentioned it was 27-20 Springville. It's 21-12.
Well, it's been a great one. I mean, we talked about last year's game in the semifinals was 41-21. Right now, 41-39. Do the reigning champs have one in them to take the lead or force overtime?
And no timeouts left for Springville either.
So it's Brooke Pennington. Where's this ball in? Gotta imagine staying two's hands. Sends out to Step. She hands off to Poirier with 8. Kayla to Step for 3. It goes in and out. And the rebound taken by Cook. And a traveling violation. So the ball will go back to Springville.
And they don't have it.
They don't have a timeout. So Bountiful will take the timeout as it will be Springville ball as this ball was quarter of the way down and out.
Somewhere right now, Farmington is like, you got to be joking me. Wow.
Let's see this one more time here for Cook.
That's a good contest. You see the knee come down there. The question is whether Springville has hands on that ball, which it's hard to see from that angle. But 2 feet are established. Knee hits the floor. That is a travel if it's not a dual possession. And it's hard to tell if there's an arm there. It looks like the Springville player comes down on their back, so it'd only be one hand if it was there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's enough to call a jump ball. But that's a call that I think is right given the scenario.
Well, remember, if it's a jump ball, the ball goes to Bountiful.
Right.
And so now not necessarily a catch and shoot, but it is a catch, one dribble and shoot situation here for Springville.
Yep.
So I imagine it's got to be a play going to the hoop for the tie here instead of going for the win.
That would be my guess, but I also wouldn't be shocked to see Bountiful maybe go, well.
I would look out for Pennington getting the ball back off the inbound as well. Here we go, 1.3 seconds left. Ball tipped. The clock should have started. That's it. That's it. Bountiful knocks off the reigning champs. For the first time in a long time since Kennedy Redding, Bountiful are the queens of 5A basketball.
You want a senior moment? How about the senior Lizzie McConkey? She started the game early, hit shots late, and it's the deflection on the inbound that starts the clock from Lizzie McConkey to trickle it down and let Bountiful pull out the win.
Congratulations to Bountiful. They earned it, and they got it. Trailed late in the second half and able to come back and get the win. Dane, that's a lot of resolve from a group that it was a frustrating first half, frustrating game to stay in this one.
We talk about all the turnovers, and you overcome that. Big shots late. The freshman with the game winner. And look like Springville was able to score seemingly at will. They take away a lot of the drives. That's a heck of a job by this Bountiful group. And they got a lot of youth. We talked about the freshman in Satchwala, a sophomore in Harvey, a lot of coming back, but a senior in Jordan Harvey, a senior in Claire Cook, Lizzie McConkey getting Mahaley Smith getting a state championship in their senior year, finally getting over that hurdle to the peak of the mountain.
Oh, this heartbreak here for Springville. Back-to-back state champs. We talked about this 4 straight years in the title game. And been a great run for Springville and Coach Averett.
Great run and phenomenal careers ending tonight. Esplin, Pennington, the Parade, they've been the headliners in this program for years. You see all the emotion come out for them, always hard moments, but players that have changed Springville basketball have left their mark. I had someone tell me favorite players of all time is this group at Springville, and they just come up short tonight in the state championship.
And your selection of the Heinemann Associates player of the game.
Right to your left there. It's the freshman, Malika Satuala. I got her with 14 points, the game winner. She was huge throughout the contest. The freshman, our player of the game.
Congratulations to Bountiful, the queens of 5A basketball, and the freshmen shall lead them. It was Satuala leading the way on offense and defense. Big plays turned in. The Harvey sisters, absolutely spectacular. McConkey with big shots, big plays, including tipping that inbounds pass. And the run for Springville's been outstanding. There's a lot of great players that's been part of this generation of Springville basketball that have nothing to feel bad about, but their reign comes to an end at the hands of Bountiful. Congratulations to the community and to everyone in Bountiful. But what a game from Satuala, our Heidemann Associates Player of the Game. Make sure to go check out our post-game videos. We'll have the celebration video with all the big players for Bountiful and the coaching staff as well. But an outstanding game. Again, it's Bountiful 41, Springville 39. Bountiful, your queens of 5A basketball. For Vince Francis and Dane Stewart, I'm Dusty Litzner. Thanks for joining us and for watching KSL Sports Rewind's coverage of the 2023 5A Girls State Championship Basketball Tournament on KSLSports.com, your home for online championship games.